Hey Leia users, we are going to talk about editing elements on our web page. So we have our mobile editor pulled up here. We're going to tap on this title here on the header, and it's going to bring up this nice little menu. So from here we can see the first thing on the list is edit text. So we're going to click that. It's going to tell us to tap on the element and to begin editing it. So we'll tap here. Maybe we want to call it Al's Coffee House. Excuse me. And I think that looks pretty good. All right. Next thing down the line is the font size. You can use this little box to enter in how many pixels you want to use. So you want to do 40 pixels. That looks pretty good. See how that looks? And you can also use this nice handy little slider down here. And you maybe want to fit it all in one line. Or you can undo the change as well if you don't like the changes you made to send it back to its default. Alright, and if you don't like the font that you're working with, you can edit the font family. And in case you just want to target this element that you're working on and not all the other elements that also have that font family, you can switch this slider from yes to no. But if you want to target all of the elements that have this on the page to keep it uniform, you can keep it to yes. So then you can scroll through these font families and check them out, see how they look, see whatever fits your brand, whatever looks good. If you decide the original font's what you want, boom, hit the original font, you go right back to it. That looks great. All right, next we're going to get to the colors. So let's edit the colors of these texts. So font color, there's white. Let's see, you change it to any of these colors you want. Get a little, fit your brand, follow your brand. And then there's a little blue. Let's keep it at the blue. And then you can also edit the background as well. It's by default it's got a low transparency. So we'll bring it up a little bit, and let's maybe give it a little, I don't know, some green. Why not? That looks a little, yeah, let's get this green right here. I like that. There we go. It really brings out that blue, huh? It's a lot of transparency. All right, now we got a border behind our title. Alrighty, so what else can we do? So moving down, we can also edit the alignment. So right now it's in the center. So if we want to switch it over to the left, that goes to the left. Otherwise, we can go to the right. And yeah, so I think the center looks a little better. Let's keep it there. And then, so next thing is the padding. So let's look at this little element here. So that's a padding. So when we adjust the padding, that's going to adjust the space of the element within its borders. So if we edit the top padding for this element, it's going to make this go big and small, and then the bottom, same thing, so on and so forth. I think that looks pretty good. And so the difference between padding and margin is the margin is going to allow you to move that whole element away from other things. So let's say we want to move it farther away from the title. So we're going to increase that bottom margin. See there? See how that's opening up? That's great. That's how you can move stuff around on your page. So then from there, you can also turn any element into a link. So you can edit the link. You can use it to call a telephone number. You can make it send an email. You can send it to another URL outside of your web page, and you can also send it to, you can see the instructions here on the bottom, you can send it to another section on your page if you want to click it and have it scroll down to your, for example, your blog section. Just click hashtag, write in hashtag blog, update the link. So now when the element's clicked, the visitor will now be taken to the blog section on your page. And if you really don't like that element, you can also delete it down here at the bottom. Let's say I don't want that A anymore. Delete it. Okay, there, it's gone. Alrighty, and also don't forget, if you upgrade to Leia Pro, you can click here on the toolbox. You can do add something, and you can say add an element. And let's say I want to add let's say I want to add an icon here. Boom, let's add an icon. So I'm going to add an icon underneath here. Look, boom, there's an icon, and you can always go in and change that icon. You can also edit the font size, colors, margins. You can edit the icon and use this handy little library here. Say you want it something, whatever you want. Person, is there a person? No. Maybe a car. You can get a little car. Boom, there's a little car. Nice. Also, what you can do is, so if you like editing this little icon here, So if I want to edit this font size, this little slider up top, update all elements like this one. So the ones in this section, elements that are similar to this element in this section, if you want to affect all of them, you can. See, if I use the slider, they're gonna grow and shrink together. Now if I click the no, I'm just going to target the one element. So that way you can easily, if you want to keep things uniform, you can keep that checked, so that way, boom, they're all the same size again. Alrighty, that's about it for editing elements. So thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other videos on how to edit other sections. And if you have any further questions, please reach out to customer service at heyleia.com/contact.